When Apple launched the newest iPhone 15, stores were flooded across the world. We all saw the visuals. Even in India, there were long queues and curiosity because many of the phones were made in India and whether they were also being released here. But in China, which manufactures bulk of these units, a sinister development was taking place. Chinese social media accounts started to buzz with rumors surrounding the made in India version. There were claims, unverified, that started to emerge that Chinese manufactured iPhone 15 will be exclusively available in European and American markets only, while India made version will be specifically launched to check, to test in the Chinese market. And after these unverified claims, what started on Chinese social media were racial slurs, horrific remarks against Indians and India. Amid this controversy, a trending hashtag was noticed on Weibo. This is Chinese social media site, which is like Twitter and now is called X. Look at this hashtag. The Google translation of this hashtag showed us, and I quote it here, if you buy a new phone in China, you may receive an iPhone made in India. With this hashtag, unverified claims, racist jokes, misinformation, looks like a coordinated campaign pertaining to iPhone and India started to circulate. One journalist, Wen Hao, who regularly reports about China affairs, posted a thread on X site mentioning how some Chinese handles have been targeting India for its growing role in Apple's manufacturing network. A false claim was also being spread alleging 50% of iPhone 15 made in India were returned because allegedly they had a poor quality and therefore did not want to be invested in the American and European markets. Facts for you now. India now makes about 7% of iPhones, while China is still the dominating force in Apple's manufacturing. But India's role is increasing and will only escalate in the next few years. Some Chinese netizens found issues with Apple giving India the limelight. Rumors started to spread that this year's iPhone models have experienced quality problems. Look at this, a widely shared misinformation claim that Europe has rejected India's iPhones. Coordinated campaign that is very specific in nature. There is no verified data, but just spreading disinformation one after another that iPhones made in India could not pass Europe standard. So China-made ones were sent to replace them and India-made iPhones instead sent to China. Akash Sharma reports in this India Today report of what some remarks are. A user sarcastically remarked, let's look at this. Tear the film of the phone and smell the curry first. It's okay in India. One post claimed, Indian laborers eat curry rice with their hands, then touch the mobile phones that are to be assembled after wiping their eyes. The suggestion that iPhones from India are not adequately disinfected, hinting that these iPhones could potentially have an unpleasant odor. Constant comments about certain illogical, false stereotype and hygiene-related bias. This report, published by Chinese mainstream state media China Daily, cited Apple Inc. officials who have refuted any of these baseless claims and have clarified that neither China-made iPhone 15 are exclusively for Europe or America, nor are India-made iPhones solely designated for the Chinese market. The shocking and even a tragic part amid all of this, that Chinese people actually know what the sort of discrimination and taunts and racist slurs feel like across the world. During the COVID pandemic, because the coronavirus had emerged from China, many people from China living in different countries faced that discrimination and a stereotype. And now, they are the same ones throwing those racist slurs, unverified, worse stereotype, that toward Indians. Only because India is giving China a competition in manufacturing. Now the facts behind this jealous and petty racist behavior from China. India contributes currently around 7% of the total iPhone production, so not very big. China still dominates the production landscape, accounting for a substantial 90% share. China Daily mentions Apple's recent move to commence iPhone 15 manufacturing in India, managed by Foxconn in Tamil Nadu, aligns with the company's overarching strategy to diversify production operations beyond China's borders. It's a right of every company. Apple is looking to scale up production in India too by over 5-fold to around $40 billion in the next 4 to 5 years. Journalist Wen Hao adds here that there is a wave of tech nationalism on the internet that is seen in China. China and India's geopolitical conflict have created a strong anti-India sentiment too. So this round of hostility toward India-made iPhones is basically realizing the competition is now with a country too close to China, a country that's a rising power. And India is also home to the world's second largest smartphone market with over 1 billion mobile phone users in the country. It is also now becoming a manufacturing hub. Beyond that, India is a nation that is ready to confront China when required. It's not an old India anymore. And we will continue to work hard, more ethically than China, and we will give a competition that China did not expect from us. The world is noticing and watching that too. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Pooja. Well, if racism over iPhone wasn't enough, a Chinese Singaporean cab driver was caught on camera abusing a woman and her daughter, assuming them to be Indian. Janelle Holden, a 46-year-old woman of Eurasian origin, recounted the incident where the cab driver insulted her by saying, "You are Indian, you are stupid." According to Holden, the cab driver suddenly got upset that part of the road was blocked due to construction of an upcoming metro and started shouting at her, saying she gave him the wrong address and directions. The cab company responded by saying they are probing the issue. The traumatic incident has left both Holden and her child shaken and shows a worrying trend abroad. Well, that's all that we have for you today. Thank you for watching.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo.